Without further ado, let's run you through the grid for heat number 4, which is the final heat for the IAME Bambino Championship. So on pole position, it will be Jack Fowler in the number 99. Mason Thurlow will line up alongside on the front row. Then it's Max Hallor and the very impressive, I have to say, Sky Parker, 48, row 2. Joe Lewis and Henry Domain, row 3. Rory Breen and Senna Blue Breslin on row 4. Fraser Anderson, Jacob Giblett-Lee, row 5. Then it's Thomas Clark, Logan Howes, row 6. Poppy Thomas, Oliver Harrison, row 7. And Finley Hands and Cole Glover rounding out the 16 strong. So we now have our final IAME Bambino heat. I'd like to thank everybody for listening on the Downforce UK audio stream, which is broadcasting at the moment, and also here on the Downforce UK Facebook page. Engines are now started. Grid has been cleared for the final IAME Bambino heat. 5-second board will have been shown. Lights are red on the gantry. And we are lights out and away we go for the final heat of the day. And who's going to get the whole shot? It looks like it's Jack Fowler with Mason Thurlow, Sky Parker and Max Hallor. Max Hallor actually doing great guns there. Great. Looks like everyone got through nice and clean and safe. And, oh, here we go. It's Mason Thurlow thinking, oh, he's moved Jack Fowler a little bit wide. And watch out, gents. Sky Parker is right behind you. Look at this. Jack Fowler is still really wringing the neck of that cart, but Sky Parker is really doing great guns. And if you look behind, there is a gaggle of carts. I count at least 6 in the same area of tarmac at the moment, at the very least. Leaders now coming through. 6 minutes, 12 seconds, plus an additional lap. Mason Thurlow leads. Sky Parker goes up the inside of Jack Fowler for second into the boot. Nice work by the number 48. And it's still very much to play for. So Max Hallor is also going to be very much a factor in this race. Probably not at the far part of it. Cole Glover is down in 4th position. Then you've also got Thomas Clark, who's all the way up into 5th place. Oh, and someone's gone way off. Top of the hill. That was Senna Blue Breslin. So went to avoid another cart who might have gone a bit wide, and then Senna's gone right off the track, off the top of the hill. And is beached on the grass. Marshall trying to help push. There we go. Senna Blue Breslin gets back out on track, but that's going to drop him significantly down the order. Oh, so here we go. It's still very much a battle of the minds and also the side pods here in this IAME Bambino heat number 4 BVD here at Whilton Mill. Now this is a really good momentum style track here at Whilton. As oh my goodness, where did that one come from, Jack Fowler? He got right past round the outside of Sky Parker for second. So Cole Glover now into 4th position at the moment. I'm just wondering if we get a replay of when Senna Blue Breslin went off. I don't think there was any contact involved there, but I think that he may have just had to avoid and take avoiding action, and unfortunately that put him way down the order, down into 14th position. So 4 minutes and an additional lap to go. So I'm just wondering now, number 50 is just being discussed. That's Fraser Anderson from Scotland. Now, was he the one that was involved in any... it sounds like there might be a contact warning coming his way, because I think he was the other car involved with Senna Blue Breslin going off at the top of the hill, around turn 5. Now, I'm just thinking, has Henry Domain just overtaken him for position as well? But if we could get, yeah, I'm just, I'll just be signaled probably when I get maybe at the end of this race with regards to any replays. But still, at the front of this fantastic battle, four-way battle, we've got Mason Thurlow, Jack Fowler, Sky Parker, and Cole Glover as well. It's a really great battle here. There's also a car, I think, Jacob Giblet-Lee is lap traffic, so Fraser Anderson, as I suspected, yep, that incident with Senna Blue Breslin, the number 78, who's down in 14th position. So, just keeping an eye on where our leaders are at the moment. I've just seen, from my commentary position, I've just seen Poppy Thomas come through, and not that far behind is Senna Blue Breslin. Now, Sky Parker. Now, I'm just sort of looking at the video feed here at the moment. Cole Glover now showing up in first place. So I'm just keeping an idea. Now, I know that Sky Parker's been involved in the melange, so to speak, at the front. Now, I would say that now Cole Glover's showing in the lead of this race, Jack Fowler in second, Mason Thurlow third, Sky Parker in fourth, Joe Lewis now up into fifth position. Well, that's exactly where he started as well. There was a bit of wheel rubbing there. Looks like Sky Parker's left front tyre was slightly scrubbed by Mason Thurlow there. Looks like Joe Lewis has actually got past as well in the process. So that's Joe Lewis up into fourth position with 63 seconds plus an additional lap to go here at Whilton Mill. But we will have an A and a B final for the Bambino IAME class. So 37 seconds on the clock, plus any additional laps. So it's Cole Glover leading this race. And I can't believe this. I did say Cole Glover started at the back, didn't I? He did. So from last to first, as we've got battles up and down the field. Now look at this three-way battle for third place. Mason Thurlow leading Joe Lewis and Sky Parker at the moment. So time ticking away here in the final IAME Bambino heat number 4. Before we go to 2 respective finals, so we'll have the B final and then the A final as our concluding race of the day here at Whilton Mill in Daventry. And thank you very much for everyone tuning in on both our live audio stream on Spreaker.com/Jake Stanson, which is the official Downforce UK Spreaker channel. Of course, those watching on the Downforce UK Facebook page, and a big thanks to Alpha Live for bringing great quality coverage with myself on audio, and the team of James, Luke and all the others helping out to make this a great success, and I'm really happy with the amount of... now, Joe Lewis, did you just punch the air? You did. Joe Lewis punched the air before doing an overtake on Mason Thurlow. Such great thought capacity there. I have to say, I'm very, very impressed. But in the meantime, Sky Parker is still trying to get past at the moment. So last lap board is out. I'm just wondering if we can pick up our leader, Cole Glover, the number 76. He'll be a few seconds ahead of these drivers. So just trying to keep an eye on where he might be. So final lap board is out. So that's Cole across the start-finish line, and there we go. He takes the checkered flag. Jack Fowler takes second, ahead of Joe Lewis, who takes third. Mason Thurlow takes fourth. And it's Sky Parker who rounds out the top 5. Thomas Clark was 6th, ahead of Henry Domain. Max Hallor finished in 8th place ahead of Jacob Giblett-Lee. So why don't we run through the finishing order for that particular race? But if there are any, we've still got some to come, which will be Fraser Anderson, who was given a contact warning. And the person that was the recipient, unfortunately, was Senna Blue Breslin, who crosses the start-finish line now, followed by Oliver Harrison. Poppy Thomas from Llanwrda comes across the line now as well, which puts Fraser Anderson right down to the bottom of the grid. Looks like a post-race penalty. So let's run you... so I'm just wondering if we have any replays at all, but let's go through the finishing order. Cole Glover won the final IAME Bambino heat here for round 1 of the 2018 Bambino Kart Club and Interkart Championships season, ahead of Jack Fowler, Joe Lewis, Mason Thurlow, with Sky Parker representing the women out there with the number 48 in the top 5. Then it was Thomas Clark, number 90, ahead of Henry Domain from Essex and the number 65, 6th and 7th. Max Hallor from Balsall Common finished in 8th, ahead of Jacob Giblett-Lee. And Rory Breen from Scotland, ahead of Senna Blue Breslin, Oliver Harrison, Poppy Thomas, and Fraser Anderson was demoted several places as a result of that contact, following further investigation from race control.